guys, I just wanted to record this intro real quick. So I'm going to be doing a K-pop unpopular opinions video. This video, obviously you clicked it for that, and I just wanted to firsthand apologize if I say anything that's hurtful or rude. I'm trying to keep most of my unpopular opinions positive, but I might say some things that some people do find offensive, and I just want to apologize. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm a very strong fan of everyone mentioned, and I just want to get that out of the way before we start this video. I will be in the future doing another unpopular opinions video, also positive, because I'm more of a positive person. I've seen all the negative stuff coming out in these unpopular K-pop opinions videos, and it's kind of upsetting to me. I'm not taking things as insults, obviously, because I do know everyone has their own opinion. That's the whole point of this. But I feel like some people also might use that as a way to hate on some groups or just hype up groups because they know that people will click on it and they know that people want to watch it. This was actually recommended to me by one of the people who watches my channel, and I've recently been doing like a lot of videos heavily focused on what my viewers want to see after my 100 subscribers video. So I am doing this as a way to thank them for watching my channel, and I just wanted to get that out of the way. So please, if you feel the need to hate on me, go ahead. If you feel the need to dislike this video, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, obviously, but I just wanted to get that out of the way that I really don't want to like be a negative person in like all of this negativity that's coming from unpopular opinion videos. Alright, let's just get right into this.
Chewie seems to get hate for no reason. I feel like all she does is be herself, live her life, and she's very quiet and respectful, but people take her being quiet and respectful and they say, oh, she's boring, oh, there's nothing good about her, and they always find reasons to dislike her, and they say that she's very overrated because of things that she cannot control. But I feel like just because she has a strong fan base or just because she is quiet, that doesn't mean people should find reasons to hate on her. I get so annoyed when I see people saying that groups like Luna, no offense, I am a huge Luna stan, I have so many Luna albums, Luna fans don't hate me for this, but I just feel like when people look at groups like Luna and they look at groups like ATEEZ and Day6 and Dreamcatcher, which I all stan by the way, and they look at them and they're like, oh my gosh, they're so underrated, I kind of just get stressed out. Obviously I am a fan as well and I do say underrated, but I also watch actual underrated groups who can't even get 50,000 or 1 million views in the span of a month, and they struggle so much and people still ignore them and act like they don't exist, and it just annoys me so much. I feel like people don't get the point of being an underrated idol and just being a normal middle ground idol. I feel that TXT is just a basic group that debuted. Just because they came under Big Hit after BTS does not mean that they are BTS level. I feel like there are so many groups that came out as they have this year, like ITZY and Everglow, that are so much better and more interesting to watch, but they just seem to take all the hype because they are from Big Hit and they're BTS's brother group. But like, that doesn't make them successful in the future. Personally, I think Sony is overhyped. I feel like just because she was #1 in Produce 101, everyone took that as, oh my gosh, she's gonna be an amazing idol. I still personally think Chungha is better, even though Chungha has a few more comebacks in her pocket. I just feel like Somi is like something that people looked at just because she was #1. They felt the need to overhype her, and I don't think that she's gonna become as big as people hope she could be, but I do think she'll be a relatively like decent artist. So I've been seeing a lot of hate towards the SM supergroup, but honestly, I'm a big fan of it. It has many of my biases in it and my bias wreckers. I think this is a really smart idea, especially with EXO members that are now starting to go off on their mandatory duty. I have been seeing a lot of hate specifically towards NCT, which I do not understand. They are incredibly talented and don't deserve it. They work just as hard as the other groups. Just because they are newer doesn't mean that they deserve all this hate. Can we talk about sexy concepts for a second? I am so sick of seeing that the girl K-pop groups or idols have to change up their choreography during live stages because it seems too sexual. Yet for boy groups, it doesn't matter if it's too sexual. It doesn't matter at all. They just get to do whatever they want on the stage, and like everyone's like, oh my gosh, yes, I love it. But if a girl does it, they automatically get degraded and insulted in the comments. That's such a double standard, and I get that in Korea it is different, but it doesn't mean like you can take a female and be like, oh my gosh, you're being very inappropriate, and a guy does the exact same moves and you see it as, oh my gosh, this is so attractive. These two are just personal music opinions, but I feel like Uh-Oh was not G-Idol's best comeback. I feel like out of all their comebacks, this is my least favorite and probably not gonna end up being as popular as the others. I also feel like Icy was not that great of a comeback for ITZY, just because Dala Dala, it had a lot of like arguments, but a lot of hype overall. People really liked it. But I feel like Icy is gonna make a lot of people just dislike it, and it will be harder for them to gain traction with that song. JYP, can we please just have Momo sing in her normal voice? I understand that you want her to have this cutesy voice because of like the Twice concept, but fans just want to hear her sing. She sings so much better in her normal voice. It's so much prettier, I guess, and I just think that if you were to do that, fans would stop hating on her because she gets so much unnecessary hate. But it's not her fault that she's doing what she's told and what she's instructed to do as an artist. If she's not, then fix it. But honestly, people would appreciate this so much more if you just let her sing in her natural voice. So this one's a really weird one, but I just find it so annoying how K-pop fans either hate on the idol if they're dating, or they take the idol dating, they're like, oh my gosh, they're in love, this is so cute. Just because they're dating doesn't mean they're in love. Just because they're dating doesn't mean that they've disrespected you. I feel like K-pop dating is so annoying because there's only two spectrums that people can take. What about the spectrum of leave them alone? This is a normal thing that everyone goes through. J-Hope is so underrated and he gets so much hate because of how extroverted he is, but in reality, he's doing that because he wants everyone to be happy, and then he gets hated on for his personality, and he always apologizes for it. But no one cares about when he apologizes for it. All they care about is like, oh my gosh, J-Hope is being so extroverted, and I get it, not everyone likes that, but that doesn't mean that you should take that and run with it as a reason to hate on him. Like, even when people try to get him kicked out of BTS, are you serious? That's so stupid. Hands down, IOI was the best group to come out of Produce 101. I'm gonna say it now. I just feel like IZ*ONE is okay. Like, yeah, I get the concept, cool. The new group, haven't even seen anything about them, but I've been seeing a lot of negative things coming out, so I gotta check out that season and see what happened. Season 2, I feel like that was really good just because Daehui exists and Daehui is king. Love him. And honestly, I just feel like the girls were so much better. Season 1, choreography, the performances, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. They were just so good. Like, they deserved so much more than they got. I think BTS should have just gone to the army together. I get that fans are like, oh my gosh, they can't all leave because blah 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 blah, because oh my gosh, we need music content. But do you guys realize that them not all going together means that we're gonna not have BTS for about 10 years? Meaning, a majority of you are about to be 20, 30 years old by the time they come back. So I don't understand why people are saying that this is a bad suggestion. I personally think if they all went now and they all came back within 2-3 years, that would be great, because then we'd still all be young enough and they'd still be fresh enough in our minds for us to be able to support them. Because when we're older, yes, we'll support them, but they won't be as big as they are right now. For this last one, it's obviously very underrated because probably all of you watching this video don't know who Sori is, but Sori is an idol who was actually in Mix 9. She was in the top members of Mix 9 to debut. Obviously the girls didn't win, but she was there. She also is a very talented solo artist. I will link all her songs down below. Check them out, please. I will love you forever if you do that. Sori is just such an amazing idol, and I have supported her for years, and I would love for you guys to give her some support too. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked my underrated opinion kind of thing. I'm a little new to this, obviously, but I hope nothing was triggering. I don't feel like anything was super mean and targeted, but if you guys do, comment that down below and we can have a discussion about it. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one.